What's up, everybody? This is Two Cool Brothers, the podcast that you decided to listen to, and we got a treat for you today. Today we have Kevin Wolf, a comic out of New York, killing it in Orange County and Long Beach. You may recognize him from Kill Tony. You may recognize him opening for your favorite comedians. You may recognize him as your favorite comedian. You may just recognize him as a gangster, but also a very nice guest. And if that's not enough heat, we also have the spicy, the juicy, the mouth behind the tacos, Frank Escalante.
Look what the cat's done drugged in.
He has a podcast, Mouthful of Tacos, where he goes and reviews different tacos at different spots.
Nice.
And he does it in a taco suit. And if you're not watching the visual of this podcast, I fucked up and dressed up in a bacon suit. He didn't come in the taco suit. I didn't tell him I was going to be in a bacon suit.
He should have told me. He should have told me. That's what he should have done.
To be fair, how I prompted it was I just asked you if you were Muslim. And you were just like, no.
I didn't know
like,
that.
right,
I didn't
cool.
know that meant that he had a suit. That's what I didn't know that was the marker for hey, I have a bacon suit.
And
it looks beautiful, by the way. It looks crispy. You look delicious.
Yeah, thank you. I feel crispy. It's actually like pretty like nice fitting too. Like it's like a really good dress.
Yes.
It feels like a dress that you would get like a.
It's like a creepy Snuggie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it almost looks like you filleted like a long person.
You know what it'd be like if do you remember
Yeah.
Lady Gaga did the MTV Awards in like a meat suit?
Yes.
I'm her prom date.
Lady Gaga, yeah.
Yes.
I remember that.
I'm her prom date. Especially when I throw the head on, like when I throw this shit on.
There you go.
Bro, me and Lady Gaga going to prom like 2021.
You're Sir Baba.
I forgot about that. What
I'd
a
never
weird
give her
thing.
Sir Nana. Remember that? That was wild.
That was weird.
And then she like sat next to like Eminem, and Eminem was like, ugh.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
off the meat suit, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead. Wow. That looks...
I don't like Lady Gaga. She tries way too hard, and she just is so... I'll never forget there was this interview where she was just like, yeah, I think all kids should stay in school and not do what I did and drop out.
She did a bunch
And
of
everyone just like was just like, no one clapped, and she's just like, really? She like looked at the audience. She was like, well, she wanted to clap. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you really,
that's
like, you're at
hilarious.
that point in life where it's like you expect people to applaud and cheer everything you do, or like, no.
Wait,
Like,
it depends on when she said it though, because she had a huge phase early in her career when Poker Face came out, where she just did a bunch of coke. And when you're on coke, like if your emotions are heightened.
maybe it was around that time. I just thought it was so weird that it's like, all right, well, yeah, it's a nice thing you said, but like, why are you expecting like? It's like you expect people to clap. I just said something nice.
It's like
You should
I'm just-
acknowledge
I'm
it.
just surprised that her nose is still big, because if you do a lot of coke, it goes down.
Does it shrink your nose?
Like, what's that?
Does it shrink your nose?
No, you ever seen Artie Lang? You know who Artie Lang
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
His nose is like completely, like this
Yeah.
part, the cartilage is gone.
Oh, he has
He
a deviated
still
septum.
hasn't gotten that
I have friends
fixed,
that have
huh?
that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they're
From
just
doing
like, it just leaks every so often. Breathing's weird for them, they said.
For a guy with a collapsed nose, he looks great.
Yeah. He's really pulling it off. He's really pulling it off. That means that she didn't do enough coke, though.
Which is
Which is a good thing, but also a bad thing.
she's still relatively young. She just did coke for the fun times. Like, she wasn't famous for like a good portion of her 20s. And then Poker Face hit. And then she really poked her face.
Yeah,
There
she
you go.
really poked her
Cocaine.
face. Cocaine poked her face.
And apparently that was her whole thing.
Poker
Like,
face was what? 2006? 7?
2008, I had to say. I was definitely in school, and I'm only 26. So
You're only 26?
I'm only 26.
Bro.
I love saying only 26 because a lot of like 20-year-olds in the late 20s, they're all like, "Oh no, 30. I hope I don't fall." Like,
Bro, you look older. You look like 29 or 30.
oh, thank you, bro. I take that as a compliment.
Cause I'm 29.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Like, you look older than me.
Oh,
But, like,
shit.
I'm jealous. I'm jealous because you can grow a beard. Can you grow a beard?
No, not like that. Hell no.
This took effort. I can't grow a
I'm
beard.
pissed.
This took years. I started growing this beard in like 2015.
You look like
So
a
this
wizard.
is 6 years worth of beard without shaving. Thank you, dog.
You look like a Mexican wizard.
Yeah, I got some gnarly shampoo. Also, I don't like dye my hair or like do anything crazy with this, so like it's completely
Do
healthy.
you blow
too.
dry it?
No, I don't even do that. I don't even brush it.
Fuck it.
I brush it like once a week at most.
It's hardcore. I think I would get so irritated if my hair was that long.
Oh yeah.
I've had it long and I'm like.
I don't even like this on my face. It just itches and like like the hair would just. I would be thinking about it all the time.
It's
Like
worth the ugly phase is what I'll say. There's at least, when you go hair long, it's a year-long ugly phase where it looks like you need a haircut.
yeah.
And then at some point you go from you need a haircut to like, oh, that guy has long hair.
I had somebody else tell me the same thing. He's like, dude, you're going to go through a phase. You're going to be wearing hats and you're not going to know what to do. And he's like, but once you get through that, man, you're good.
That's exactly what it is. And then once you get through that, it's just like, oh, you look way better than if you didn't do this.
Yeah.
I really always want to grow it up, but the thing is, like, I hate doing my hair. So, like, if I have long hair, I'm always like, oh, fuck, I need to, like, actually do it. I like getting up and, like,
No,
going
it's the
sometimes.
opposite,
Yeah.
bro. Like, we're just paying $30 a week for a haircut, or $30 every 2 weeks for a haircut. It's just like, oh, I look better if I do nothing. Every girl and every guy regrets shaving their beard.
You look like a fucking sorcerer.
And
Yeah, this is a bad hair day too. This is a bad hair day. I've had better hair days where just like it bounces. It looks like Prince.
And you're not wrong with the haircut prices. If you want like a good haircut and you don't want to look like a fucking idiot, like it sucks. I've tried every like discount $8 haircut, and boy, it looks like an $8 haircut. You're not getting one on anyone.
In the 20s, and you're just like, all right, I'm good.
Think about how much
Sad.
money that girls pay for makeup, and all we gotta do is just pay for a haircut. Just pay
Yeah.
the money.
Yeah.
Pay the man.
It's great.
Yeah.
I like my morning routine because it's like literally, or like my night routine. It's literally like, you know how girls have like, oh, moisturizer, lotion, like
Yeah.
all this, and it's like, oh, cold water.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Let's go to sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's as simple as that. It's
Yeah.
Just like,
I want to get into a facial routine, but also like I don't do crack, so I think I make sense.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, it's just I think it's honestly the secret is like cold water. As long as you do like cold water and like you're fine and like.
Close the pores so nothing gets in them.
Yes, open them to clean them with the hot, and then close them with the cold, and then drink water. That's it. That's it. Keep it
That's the
simple.
move. I mean,
Right?
I think that's the move. There's
Yeah.
professionals and everything. And there's a system to it to like clean healthy skin, and they know honestly the magic behind what your skin wants.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, dude, humans have a thing called world wars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If we can survive that, our skin can survive dirt.
Yeah.
That comes from our face already. It will still look a fine. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like World Wars. Speaking of World Wars, I saw a documentary. It's called "They Will Not Grow Old," and it's literally the director is Peter Jackson, the guy from fucking Lord of the Rings, directed Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Dude, he literally made like the black and white World War I footage, and he put it to what he did. He made it into color, so you can see like their teeth, and you can see like the blood like on their teeth. You can see
He's the one who did that?
Yeah. Dude,
Whoa.
it is so badass because like for up to like 2-3 months they were just in the same clothes, and they weren't bathing, and they were like they would set up like a little like wood like
a
trench, and then they would shit over the wood. Like they would sit next to each other and just shit like in this trench.
That's method acting. Wow.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It's hardcore. It's like I always think about like not being able to wash myself, and I get fucking like.
Oh man, dude. Day 4 without a shower, you're just like trying to go buy baby wipes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially when you got like a regular job and you gotta be like, oh shit, I woke up late. Like, do I want to go take a shower or do I want to enjoy these next 30 minutes in bed?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
What's the longest you've ever not showered?
Right now, I'm currently on like I'm on like day 5.
Day 17.
I've probably gone like a straight calendar week.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Also, I don't make a lot of like dirt. Where it is, I don't smell bad. I just naturally smell good. Like, there's a time in my life where I just didn't wear deodorant, and that's not a flex really. Like, not showering, but like for
and deodorant's bad for you. I mean, the deodorant, like obviously like the.
There's metal in it.
Yeah, there's metal in it. There's mainstream ones. Like,
Oh, dude, that's why I stopped wearing deodorant. I wear Old Spice deodorant, and then like after 2 days, like my armpits would just get raw and just hurt.
Yeah.
And the skin would come off.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna not. I don't run.
There's
to work.
metal in deodorant?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
There's also metal in hot dogs, like little shavings.
Oh,
Because they
God.
have to cut it, and like they've zoomed in, they've like used microscopes, and you can see the metal, and you're like.
There's an expression that goes, "You don't want to
Oh.
know how the sausage is made."
Yeah.
Because that's how the
It's-
sausage is
it's-
made, is
it's
with
fucking
metal and
disgusting.
like.
Jesus.
What about you? What's the longest you've ever?
I want to say like 3 days, and on like day 4, I gave up.
Yeah.
I actually like remember the time. I want to say it was like 3 days, 3 full days, and that was about it. I need showers. That's why I can never camp for that long. After a while, it's just like, all right, I'm done with this shit. Like,
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Camping is weird because also I like to fuck a lot, so it'd be like weird to just like be around people that just like are all dudes, and if there's a girl that's down, like eventually she's gonna get hairy and smelly, and so are you, and you're gonna get self-conscious about it. I mean, I don't know about
you
you
don't
guys,
have to eat it, but you know.
but when I have sex, I like to look impressive. You know, like I don't care about winning.
Let me ask you.
You know what I'm
a
saying?
question.
I just want to be good.
When you go on a date, do you put the hair in a bun, or do you just let it flow?
Depends on the girl.
Depends on the girl.
If she's a good girl.
Depends on the girl.
You like all kinds of girls? Like you don't care? Like,
As long as they have vaginas, yeah. You know, I'm not one of those people that's just like, yo, I identify as a girl. Like, I identify as singleton. Like, I like girls.
I think. Well, go like this to your hair. I want to see
I'll bun it up, dude. Here's the move that I've been doing lately. So I've been just bunning it up and then putting it into a hat. Cause I got a face. I'm not a hat guy.
You have a good head for a hat. My head is huge, bro.
Yeah.
My head's like an 8.
As a boxer, I'd be excited to fight you.
Really? Why?
You got an easy target.
Oh shit.
No matter how much you move, you have to do some drastic head movements for me to miss.
That'd be quick, right?
It's just like I'm gonna take one to know that if I'm gonna land a power shot, it's gonna hit some part of you that's gonna make you think about throwing the next one. I'm a huge fight fan. My dad was a boxer too.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like,
That's impressive.
as a kid, he taught me boxing, and he taught me. I don't know if you're a basketball fan. He taught me post moves.
Oh.
So
okay,
whatever
okay.
Shaquille O'Neal was in, yeah. So he taught me how to be like Shaquille O'Neal, like if I'm down on the block, how to back people down, hook shots, and all that like that. Because I grew up pretty fast as a kid, so he thought I was gonna be like 6'9", and then I ended up being like 5'5". Actually, no, I was 5'4" and 3/4, and then I hit a growth spurt at age 25, and I finally grew to 5'7". At age 25.
Shit.
Yeah, this is new height.
How many fights have you been in your life?
At least 30.
Are you
Wow.
fucking serious?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
your record?
Like 1 in 29. No, it's not that bad. But I had my ass. I had a hot start, so I was whooping everybody's ass all through high school, and then like once I hit senior year, then that's when people really start hitting growth spurts, and then you realize, and that oh shit, it's not like women. Women have such a small range. Most women are gonna be between 5'1",
You're fighting
5'6".
women?
No.
That's what I got for
My point is, like, women-
I'm boxing these bitches.
And you're still 1 in 29?
No, first, if a woman fights another woman at the club, it's most likely going to be an even match or close to an even match. Guys can range from my height of 5'4" and 3/4 to Giannis Antetokounmpo,
That's true.
to
That's true.
LeBron James.
That's very true.
And we can be the same age.
That's true.
So once you get that high, you start getting your ass whipped. You're like, all right, I'm gonna try using words.
Yeah.
I've never been in a fight before. I've always wanted to be in a fight. I've always wanted to be in a bar fight. That's
I
always been my thing.
I got in a bar fight before, and it's
Really?
not. Yeah, I got jumped.
One of those.
jeez.
I was on
I want to be in
edibles.
one where I
Yeah.
win. That's where.
No, here's the cool
That's
part.
what
So
I want.
check the story out. So my only bar fight. I was on edibles. I had just fought my girlfriend. I was 19 years old, and I start walking to the dispensary, and I buy these edibles and I eat them, right? And then I just like I went. There was a bar next to it, and coincidentally, there's an internet next to it. And then I went to. There was like a fight that had broken out outside the bar. Something had happened, right? So the security is like trying to get people inside of it, the bar, to like make it. I don't know what happened. He's like, no, everybody get inside. Cops coming. So he like grabs me. Get in. I'm like, all right. So I just get grabbed and get thrown into this Mexican bar, right? Spanish music, whatever. Like 40-year-old Mexicans trying to like cheat on the wives or do coke or whatever. So I go in there and I have like $9 left. I was like, can I get a Corona? She goes, sure. No ID, nothing. My first time I'm in a bar. $76. I'm like, what the fuck? So I give her like 6 of my 9. I drink a Corona. I'm all trying to like, all right, maybe I'll get laid. So I start eyeballing around, and there's just like
Do you
this.
speak Spanish too? Or?
I don't.
Nice.
I'm just in
Just
there.
like me, bro.
I'm just yeah.
Oh,
And
hey,
you host
I don't
Mouthful
speak
Taco?
Spanish.
Hey, that's
Hey!
right, bro. Hey,
Hell
that's
yeah.
right. Yeah, let's just talk. Okay, continue. Sorry.
So that's alright. My fan base probably will listen to this in English anyways. But anyway, so I'm inside the bar and nothing's going on. I'm like, oh, this is what a bar is. We're all just sitting around drinking, like, and not talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Also, beers are $6 for a Corona.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. So
A little steep for a
I'm like,
for a Mexican.
I'm gonna leave. I'm not that mad at my girlfriend at the time. So I'm like, I'm gonna go back. And by the way, the reason why I was at that place and why I had to go to the dispensary and the bar to go after I fought my girlfriend is because what I would do is I would sleep in her car. I live in another city, so I want to kick with her for days on end. I would just sleep in her car at night, and then just like wake up and then we'll go kick it. So anyways, I'm like, I'll go back to the car.
In the house?
Oh, because I wasn't like she were 19 and she still lived with the parents.
That's love. You would literally go to another town and sleep in her car.
I mean, at 19 it's love. Really, I'm horny. I'm gonna get if someone told you, yo, you're gonna get laid with this girl that is also.
I think
cool to
it's
kick
love. I think that's pretty. I don't know if I would do that for
I don't know if
pussy.
I'd sleep in a. Yeah, I don't know if I'd sleep in a.
Oh, dude, I have
That's-
this guy would tell you I have gnarly stories like that. I do not give a fuck. I slept on the floor for most of my childhood, by choice. So like, so to have them like be able to sleep in a car with cushioned seats and like it's basically picture a bedroom where there's windows all around the walls. You can look at the stars while you
Like
sleep.
a car?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a car, yeah.
I mean, bro, some Toyotas are sick. So
What
basically,
what year was it?
Yeah, see.
so I was 19, so this is 7 years ago.
Wait, I thought this is the story we got jumped.
Same one, same one.
Okay,
So I
okay.
decided to go back to the car.
Oh,
right?
okay,
That I'm
gotcha.
here sleeping, because I left it unlocked.
Oh,
So
I thought you fell asleep, and I was like, wait, you never got
I
jumped.
was like, it was a dream.
I decided to leave. I decided to leave this bar and go back to the car. I was gonna sleep in for the night, and they call it a night. That's when the edibles kick in, right as I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Oh.
so I've just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna stand outside this bar, and I need money to go recuperate my losses from paying $6 for this beer. I have $3 left, but I have a bunch of weed in my pocket. So let me try to sell this weed outside this bar.
Oh shit.
So people are walking out. And I'm like, want to buy some weed? They're like, nah, cool. I'm like, all right. The second group of dudes pass by. It's 4 dudes. And they go, want to buy some weed? The guy looks at me like, you gay or something? I'm like, not as gay as you. And I say the F word. I'm like, not as gay as you, faggot.
Oh.
That's a hard one, bro.
I said the hard T. A hard F and a hard T.
You
Hey,
rolled
hey.
your G.
Hey, as long as you do this before, you're good, bro.
Nah, I said it because he was shorter than me, and I didn't also like, I don't know why I said it. How about that?
That's beautiful. No, yeah,
Hey,
you fucking did it.
I didn't
Dude,
like being
it
like
happens.
someone calling me gay.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
he was
great.
talking shit to me, and now that's when I realized, as soon as I said it, he's like, what? I'm like,
So then what happened?
So the dude that I said that to walks up to me, and I'm like, oh shit. And by the way, I left to mention, like, while I asked him, I was holding a pipe and like smoking weed. So I see this coming, and I'm like, and he walks up, he leaves his group, the groups of 3 other dudes are standing by watching me,
Thank you.
walks up and just punches me in the face, hard right hand to the face. And then that's when the edibles really
Thanks, man.
kicked in. So I ate that punch. I'm like, oh shit. I put my lighter in my pocket. I put the pipe in my pocket. And I walked up and I just went, boom, and I cracked him right-handed.
Ooh.
The guy that cracked you?
Yeah, I cracked him, and then the fight happened in slow motion. So I recommend if you're going to go in a bar fight, take edibles beforehand. Because the whole fight, I saw his punches coming, and I saw the slow motion of it. So I went, boom, I ducked the right hand, and I socked him again. And he threw another punch, and I saw it coming. It's just like slow motion. So I literally said in my head, hell yeah. And I ducked that slow motion punch, picked him up. In wrestling, we call it a double leg. I picked him up, and the bar is right in front of the parking lot. So you can park right in front of the bar. And just slammed him on this random Mercedes. And I climbed on top. I started beating his head into this Mercedes. And then I just felt myself fly in the air and just get slammed to the ground. And then, like, that was it. Apparently, one of his homies just saw me. He's like, yo, that's my friend he's beating up. And then just, like, picked me up and just threw me on the ground. And he started just celebrating in Spanish. And I'm like...
And then did you get knocked out? Like, when he slammed you on the ground? Or were you still like,
Oh, I was conscious. That shit hurt. I just remember, like, I got up, and I was like, what's up? What's up? I'm, like, ready to, like, swing. My strategy was, y'all can't surround me. Y'all have to come one at a time in this little cut we're in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, all right, what's up? And then security comes out and breaks it up. Security is like, whoa, get back in here, and throws me back in the bar for the second time illegally because I'm 19. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go like just sit here for a little bit and just chill for a little bit.
So
till
edibles gave you superhuman powers. What you're saying?
it gave me slow motion powers. You ever seen that? I think it was. You ever seen Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire?
Yeah.
How you can like see the punches and like look at them, like going
Yeah,
all slow motion.
yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
That's
I
what
knew
I
that
did.
right hand was coming. After the first punch, that's when the edibles really kicked in. Because I didn't see that one, obviously.
Activated.
I'm just like, whoa. So I had time to put my pipe and everything in my pockets. And then I saw his punches coming, and I ducked them. And I've never done anything that crazy where I just ducked him, got up, and landed a punch. And then ducked him, picked him up by both his legs, and slammed him onto a Mercedes.
Oh.
I'd be pissed if that was my Mercedes.
Yeah.
What the fuck you doing?
That's probably why I got slammed. It might have been the driver of that Mercedes.
Jesus.
Yo, I have no dog in this fight, and then just picked me up. I was in the air, and by the way, that guy that slammed me was also shorter than me, and I was 5'4" 3/4" at this time. He was hyped. He slammed me on the ground and just started like celebrating like he just scored a goal.
I got knocked out in Las Vegas, maybe 6 months ago. Actually, I went there.
What?
Yeah, I was at the Mandalay Bay, and this dude, I was saving a seat. I was saving a seat for my friend, and I was telling the guy, I was already drunk. I was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm saving the seat." And he's like, "Oh, whatever, whatever the fuck ever." And I was like, "All right, you don't gotta be an asshole about it." And he goes, "What the fuck did you say?" And I was like, "I say you don't gotta be a fucking asshole about it." And then he comes over, he pushes me, and then he fucking socks me right here.
Jeez.
And then my jaw is now like this.
Oh.
Yeah. And I remember
It's still broken?
It's not broken. It's just there's nothing wrong with it, but it's just like.
Yeah, that,
I hear
that
that.
should not happen.
Oh,
It
yeah,
dislocates.
Yeah, I know.
It cracks now. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So, and I remember he hit me, and I remember I just saw white for 3 seconds. I was like, oh, and when I woke up, he's down the fucking lobby just running. He's running away, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I ended up getting kicked out. And I was like, he hit me.
Kicked out?
Yeah, I got kicked out. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Well,
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
The reason why they do that is because now if you're outside the bar, they don't gotta pay the bills.
They don't gotta what?
They don't gotta pay your hospital bill.
Oh, really?
They're no longer liable.
That's interesting.
If you die in there, they're liable. If you die outside, you're the world's problem now. Yeah, that's the reason why they would do that.
That's what Disneyland does, doesn't it? They try any accident. They try to get you
I've never been kicked out of Disneyland yet.
I've never been to Disneyland.
I've done
Never been to Disneyland?
Been to Disney World when I was a kid in Florida. Never been to
Disney. California for it.
8 years? Going on
Never
8
been to
years?
Disneyland once?
No.
Not even an accident?
Not even on accident, no.
Oh man, I was.
I never accidentally spent $100 to go to Disneyland.
No,
You know
what
what's
you gotta
funny?
do.
Okay. Actually, you know what?
You're from Orange County, right? Or LA County?
I feel like I always know somebody that can get me in for $40.
That's
so
the move.
So that's always it. So anytime it was well, you just said 100, I was like, oh, 100. I've never paid 100. I've always paid $40 max.
Dude, I smoked somebody out and they just let me into Disneyland.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
You just gotta date the right employee.
Yeah.
What every employee at Disneyland has is they have walk-ins. They're
Yeah.
allowed to walk in 4 people for free.
Okay.
Every day.
Every day?
Every day they get 4 new ones.
Jeez.
Yeah. So.
What a perk, huh?
Yeah.
So what they would do is because Disneyland don't pay you shit, is they would sell their walk-ins. Like, yo, instead of paying $100 a ticket, how about you give me 200?
I was just going to say, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I did with it took me and my girlfriend 4 years ago, and I paid it was my best friend's sister, and I gave her $50 because originally it's gonna be $200. I was like, yeah, $50 here. She's like, oh, okay, thanks.
His tip.
Yeah. Spent the magical day. That's funny.
That's nice.
Yeah, you need to go. It's definitely it's a lot of pictures. You need to take a lot of pictures.
How are the tacos there? I feel like you had to naturally just have the tacos.
I want to talk to you about that.
Yes,
yeah,
please.
that's
Yeah.
cool. So how many places have you reviewed?
I'm actually releasing one tomorrow because I fucked up. I was supposed to release it yesterday, but I've done now 11 now.
Okay.
So,
You're on
yeah.
episode 11.
What's that?
Yeah, this is now episode 11 of
Is it
Two
really?
Cool Brothers. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's right.
Yeah, shout out to being late. Cheers to that.
Yeah, shouts out to
Let's
being
go.
late.
Oh,
Let's go.
cheers.
Yeah,
I didn't get the cheers out of you guys.
Episode 11, 12. We'll make this 2 episodes.
Forget about you.
12.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Shout out to
it's
the producer.
it's I've been wanting to do it for a minute because do you remember seeing something called Glazed and Reviewed? It was a donut show.
It sounds like they review donuts.
Yeah. So I was
Especially
helping
been to that place in Huntington Beach.
Yeah, his name's Sean Levy, and I was helping him film it, and I was like, this is so badass. Someone should do a taco thing, and I was like, oh shit, I should do it. No one else is gonna do it. I'll do it. And so
What year is this?
well, when he did it was last year and a half ago, and then I just started a couple months ago, the taco thing. But it's just been it's always been something I wanted to do because I hate seeing people review food and they're not honest. You know what I mean? When they're they eat something and they're just fuck, this tastes oh, this is so good. They'll be oh, this is so good, you gotta try it. Oh, this is so good, you gotta try it.
They don't want to ruin the network they have.
Yeah. And I'm you've sold out. How are people gonna believe you? But
It's if nobody fucks with me from the food industry, I don't have a show.
Exactly. Right. Okay. There's a guy that travels the world, and I've never seen him ever say anything bad. He's oh my god, it's incredible. The beef, the sauce, the salt. Oh my god, it's just like, dude, just be honest, bro.
Yeah.
Well, to be
So,
fair, when you're in Bangkok and you have like everyone has knives.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you say things are bad, you're like, oh shit, we're here for another 3 more days filming.
Most definitely, but that's where editing comes in.
I know. That's what you do.
No, but like I appreciate now, like I appreciate honesty. Like I appreciate somebody being like not afraid to be like, these things kind of taste like shit. Like, oh, the tortilla is like pretty dry. Like, oh, the meat is like shitty. And like I always like going to places that people like recommend because then I'm like, oh, motherfucker, you told me this was good, but this tastes like shit. You know what I mean? And it's like,
oh my god,
I think
that's
and
every food Facebook group.
Yeah, and it's like,
Yeah.
seriously, and it's like, I think the best thing ever is like if. I think more comics honestly should do more review shows because it's funny and it's honest and it's like who are we doing this for? We're not doing it for anybody. This is for us. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's you could put jokes in there too, and it's just like, oh, you know, it's funny, you know, because it's honest.
People, and also they're not paying my rent. They're not paying my rent.
Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna go to this mom and pop shop and just say whatever the fuck I want. Like,
if they do bad and you tell them they do bad, that makes episode 2 even better.
Exactly. And like, what if they needed one person to be like, "Oh fuck, yeah, our tacos are shit." Like
they say that too. Most people that don't like a place, they won't leave a Yelp review. They'll just stop going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
That'll help them step their game up. And honestly, if you don't do that, you're doing them a disservice.
Yeah, because it's like, I went to a place in Rancho Santa Margarita.
Shout out.
Damn.
That's money.
Right.
That's money over there.
So I went to a place.
Far.
Yeah, it's fucking far. It's fucking far, guys. So I don't know how you guys do it.
Yeah.
But like, going out there and like the tacos out there, it's like the one Mexican spot. So I'm like, I know all these like Rancho Cucamonga ladies are just like, oh my god, it's the best one we have. It's called El Phoenix. Sorry, guys, but I guarantee you, they've been like, oh god, this is our spot.
They're in Rancho Santa Margarita.
Yeah.
They're doing fine. You can shit them all you want.
And then I start eating the tacos. I'm like, dude, this is terrible. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest. You know what I mean? But it's like, again, people pay for honesty. People like honesty because they don't want to go somewhere.
Did you tell them that they were bad?
Oh no, God no. But I know that if like an owner ever hit me up and be like, hey, can you review our tacos? I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, I'm not gonna. If you're paying me for it, I'm still gonna. Like, I'm still gonna be honest.
You bought the honesty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like if you ever buy a hooker and the sex is bad, you still pay for it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just hey, thanks for your time. You know, like, thanks for your time. You know?
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
your fault.
it's just like honestly, like it's just like you can mix food and funny and still do something. With
Also,
it,
comics are really good at being descriptive.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, what are your metrics for a good taco?
What are my metrics for a good taco?
Yeah, like,
funny that you say that, Bacon. My metrics for a good taco will start with the tortilla.
That gets a cheers.
Yeah, that gets a cheers, Bacon.
Let's go for
Cheers.
it.
Job,
Hey,
Bacon.
There you go.
Cheers for you. Yeah, you sizzling over there, bro.
I see you.
What makes the metrics for a good taco is it all starts with the tortilla.
That's a good place to start.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, particularly corn, no flour. Okay. It's particularly better if it's handmade. If it's not, it's totally fine. The way you can make it better if it's not handmade is if it has a little bit of oil on there because it makes it a little bit moist. And if it's a small taco, 2 tortillas are better. If it's a big taco, you can just do one fat corn tortilla. It all starts
at
with
that
tortilla.
point, it's hard to bite into. It's hard to
Exactly. And like a taco can be. I feel like I'm fucking. This is so funny. A taco can be made better by like a really average taco can be better by like a really good tortilla, but you can't have like a good meat and a bad tortilla. It just doesn't work. Like, it never works. Like, it has to start with tortilla, and like obviously the meat too. Like, I always like, for instance, like carne asada. Like, that's just the most simplest meat of like all time.
Yeah.
And if you fuck that up, that already means to me like, oh, you don't give a fuck.
Gordon Ramsay.
Well,
like you can have okay. So the thing is, I'm in a constant pursuit of this thing called a taco gold mine, which is like all the tacos are good.
It's like the Charlie the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, exactly.
Golden ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
Golden
So,
taco.
Okay.
So I'm like constant pursuit of like, all right, I gotta find the taco gold mine, and like there's never ever. I mean, up to like 2.
You're trying to take a bite and bust a nut.
Yeah. It's like I'm looking for the place that has all the best meats, and that's what it is. Basically, that's like my pursuit, whatever. But only a place usually only has like 2 or 3 good meats, and the rest of them are all like dog shit. Like, that's just how it is. Like, every spot. But like my metrics are like, all right, the tortilla, and then also I don't eat the taco with salsa. I eat it without it. because I want to know what
Ooh.
it tastes
That's
like.
I like
That's how
that
she
idea.
tastes.
Yeah.
Because you should be able to, because everybody, what they do is when they get the tacos, they drown it in the fucking salsa, and then you eat it, and it's fucking dribbling down, and you're just like,
Yeah.
all right, it tastes better, of course.
So
Yeah.
you eat it as is.
I eat it as is, and then
Okay.
the second bite, I'll put the salsa, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, it makes it better. All right,
Okay,
cool.
okay.
But like, you get the full flavor if it's just the onion, cilantro, tortillas, the meat, and you're just like, oh, okay, this is dog shit.
It has to stand. It has to stand on its own merits.
It has to. It has to. The salsa is a plus.
The salsa's not the
It's
effort
not
of the chef.
necessary. It's a plus. And if you can eat it, I've had a couple tacos already where I don't need salsa. And it's just like, oh, this is great. This is immaculate. So that's my metrics in a sense.
Where can people listen to that?
That is Mouthful of Tacos. It's on YouTube and Instagram. Full length episodes coming your way.
Mouthful of tacos.
That's-
All right, I'm gonna look you up.
How
Yeah.
I look at steaks is the same way. Is I don't put steak sauce or ketchup or anything like
Yeah,
that.
because you're not
Same.
Supposed, you're
Yeah.
not supposed to have
Medium
steak
rare,
sauce. You're not supposed to have steak
That-
Why not?
sauce. You're not. Cheers
Hey.
to you. You know you're good, bro.
I know a lot of shit. I
Cheers.
know my greatness.
Bacon. Cheers to you.
Let's
bacon.
go. Let's
Sizzle.
go.
That's how you got.
Bacon doesn't either. I
Yeah,
know.
yeah, bacon. Yeah,
I know. I know he
I know.
doesn't.
He eats his bacon with no ketchup or syrup. He
I would
does
just
it off
like
the
to
pan.
say, candy bacon. I can't do candy bacon. I did
Actually,
it.
never
I
had it.
could
Is it
do
good?
it,
Is
but
that
I don't
good?
want to do it.
It's good here and there, but if you like, I had it once put in a breakfast burrito, and it was so much it
Ew.
made me sick.
Wait, what do you mean
It
candy
didn't. It didn't do well in a breakfast burrito, but just the sweetness of it. After a while, it's just you just get sick of it. Makes you kind of nauseous.
Is that a New York slang? Because do you mean when you say candy bacon, do you mean like apple syrup, like flavored bacon, or do you mean like it's dipped in chocolate?
It's dipped in like it's like there's like sugar on it. It's like
Shit.
it's like caramelized and
Oh,
like
brown sugar.
Oh,
caramel?
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. yeah.
But is it like it's? I feel like that's not meant to be.
It's like
served with
sticky.
it.
It's
But
almost
it's
like sticky.
Cause I've had
It's
It's like
breakfast.
those crystals, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
Yeah,
what-
yeah, yeah.
that's
It's
what
not
I
meant to be served.
Are you
with
sure
right?
you haven't been to Disneyland?
No,
No, it's not meant to be served. with.
no, it's
Oh,
not.
yeah, yeah.
It's supposed to be almost like a dessert.
Oh, okay.
But they-
That sounds
But
like
somebody
something
put it
you
in
buy
a
on
breakfast
stick.
burrito one time, and like it made me nauseous all day. It was just too much.
Yeah, dude. If someone put that on your tacos, just like immediately, just flip them
Oh
off.
yeah, and also like if there's any cheese on there, like I can't eat it. Like a taco's supposed to be simple.
How do you feel about
There
when?
there can't be lettuce or cheese and
At what
But
point does a taco become a burrito? Cheese is where it
Exactly.
starts.
Exactly.
Cheese is where it starts.
Yeah.
Wait, time out though. What about tortillas that are cheese crusted? Yeah or nay?
I
mean,
kinda
it depends on the chef.
I'm like I stick with the classics, like you know what I mean, like Mummy One, Godfather. Like I'm sticking with the classics. Like I gotta have
There you
the
go.
regular tortilla. Like,
I'm the
just-
same way. I can't do that.
I'll
cooked on
try
cheese.
it. I'll still try it, but like for the show, like yeah, I'll do the original, but like I'll have maybe one of like, oh let's check it out, you know. Whatever.
I feel like anywhere that has cheese on the taco
Mhm.
is a place where they serve a lot of black people.
Jeez.
No, I feel there's a lot of white people. If it's cheese on the taco, it's white people.
All my black friends love cheese melted onto the tacos.
I feel like cheese is supposed to be only for quesadillas. That's it.
Yes.
Quesadillas and molitas.
Yes.
That's it.
People say like, oh, all Mexican food is just the same ingredients, just mixed in different ways.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's where quesadilla comes into play. Between
My
taco and
girlfriend.
quesadilla. It's not exactly a hot take, but there's certain ways that you prepare them and the temperatures you cook them at and how you.
Yeah, but you know what? You guys fucking got it down. Okay? There's thousands of them around. Even if it is the same fucking ingredients over and over, you figured it out, okay? Like
Yeah.
you mastered something that not even McDonald's figured out. McDonald's is making salads and burgers and fries. You know, in Mexican restaurants, like
You don't go to
That's
a
true.
Mexican
They
food.
haven't touched the Mexican food realm.
You don't go to a
Yeah.
Mexican
Dude, they
food
have a
restaurant and go, "Give me any-"
sound
Well, you know what
base.
they do? They know what they do? They do regional shit. So like, the one in Santa Ana will have like, oh, try our sausage burrito. It's just like, I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Ron."
So-
Try our Nashville hot chicken burrito.
Yeah. That's like, where's that? Where's that being sold at? You know what I mean? Like,
So, I A, gotta listen to that, and B, I don't want to impose on your idea, but I think a
You wanna
Okay,
cool
white man, go ahead,
you
white
want to be
man.
in an episode? Okay.
no, but I
Okay,
think a
okay.
cool
White.
idea, but I think a cool idea would be is so I know a lot of grocery stores will sell like the pre-made stuff. I think it would be interesting
Ooh,
for you to review how bad it could be.
Ooh.
Pre-made made
Because it's
tacos?
like, hey, here's why you don't
Not bad.
skimp out on a shit taco. It's because I'll go to like
They'll
Ralph's.
have the.
I'll go to Sprouts for lunch.
Taco Fiesta pack type shit.
Yes,
right?
they'll have
It
like
comes
a
in like a rectangle,
so
right?
so
I've seen
Ralph's
that.
has like a platter where you can just buy it pre-made, and I've
know what
looked
you're
at it
talking
all the time. I'm like, I wonder how good it really is.
Like a pulled pork platter almost, or even like a.
He
I've
just
seen
has
those.
his
I
like
buy
best
those.
for
They're
under
good.
35.
Also,
Yeah.
Mother's sells a. It's not a taco, but it's a burrito. If you're interested,
Mhm.
I know a burrito guy.
Mhm.
Mother's, but it's super overpriced. But
Of course it is, right?
I fucking hate Mother's, but I hate them.
See, that's the thing too.
But
is
it's
that-
close to my house, so that's the only reason why I'll go every now and then.
Yeah.
But I spend like 20 grand every time I go there. I hate it.
Well, it's weird because it's like it's so convenient because like something you're craving is gonna be there and you're like, oh fuck, like yeah, let me try it tonight.
But I think that would be an interesting take. Like
That
if
would be
you're in
good.
a rush, fucking avoid Ralph's.
Yeah.
But
We call this
Mother's
the
has like
pandemic
hot
episode.
foods where you can buy like a hot burrito.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think so. There's like a bean and cheese and chicken burrito. It's very simple. It's not like a very in-depth burrito, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a $7 burrito. So for the price,
Is it already pre-wrapped?
you know, you could be the guy to be like, here's the deal. Like, yeah, you could buy that if it's close by, but like,
You know, actually, that's actually a good idea because I can have like a little grill with me and be like, all right, we're gonna fucking cook it right now. We're gonna see it right now.
get the
We're gonna be
grocery
right in the
stores
parking
against
lot.
each other and
Exactly.
try that shit out.
There's some grocery this is a hot take, but there's sometimes where stuff you buy that store bought it beats restaurant made or homemade, and this is the hottest take I have. But I like menudo. A lot of people like pozole over menudo and don't like menudo, but I like menudo preferably from the can over any restaurant I've had.
I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I like how he preceded that with "This is a hot take."
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really?
It could just be my taste buds, or it could be maybe this company that makes menudo for decades figured it out. And I like menudo from restaurants, but so far this one brand that makes this menudo, and I've had it in the can, and I don't feel about any other product, but there's nothing that can beat this can menudo.
What's it called?
I don't know.
I know what the
He's like,
label
I'm
looks
hyping
like.
it up because, like,
Yeah.
no, bro, you took me like you're on a roller coaster. You took me to the top, and now like, oh, the brakes failed. It's like
It's
we're-
the
we're-
I gotta-
It's the
You're just
only
like up there,
one.
bro.
Oh,
How
shit.
many can
Oh,
menudos
whoa.
are there?
At least we got a nice view up
Yeah,
here.
Bro, imagine making 2 menudo companies. Come on. How many can menudo companies are there? Think about that. First of all, you gotta go with the shame of telling your family, I'm gonna make a canned menudo company. And most likely your family's Mexican, and they shit on you for anything as it is.
Yeah, that's true.
So imagine like telling your family, your Mexican family, oh hey, I'm gonna can menudo. Exactly.
Imagine
That's why
telling
it's
them, hey, I'm
it's the
gonna
only
steal our
company. There's a
recipe.
woman on the logo.
Yeah.
And
So
I'm
this-
good- and I'm
and profit off.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
And you guys are gonna get nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
So are gonna help me or what?
They're gonna be more pissed about that. Yeah.
That's a good idea though. I like that taco thing.
To give it, I would
Cook it right in the parking lot.
I'm gonna listen to it before. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Bonds versus Stater Brothers. It's like
Yeah, you're right.
food for less versus
Just
Because
have
they
a
all have
bracket.
those areas, and it's like,
Like in you ever been to the carniceria at like any like market? Like
Yeah.
oh my god. I
Well,
love Ralph's.
and the reason I think about that is
Carniceria.com.
because I live in Costa Mesa. I live next to a bunch of grocery stores. So for lunch, I'll just pop in, grab whatever pre-made stuff they have. I'll heat it up and I'll eat it at my place for lunch. And I always see the tacos. I always see the burritos and stuff. Mother's always has the pre-made shit. A lot of the Mother's stuff is just stupid, but they
feels
do
weird
have.
buying food at
It's
Mother's because
expensive.
they mix
It's
ingredients
way
that
too
don't belong.
expensive.
Yeah, it's fucking expensive, man. It's like I pay like okay, so I did an episode, two episodes.
Let me start. Speak a little louder because I can
Yes.
see the little line.
2 episodes. Okay, so 2 episodes ago, the taco that I bought in Rancho Santa Margarita was $4. One taco, $4.
That's gouging.
And that was like, so I'm like, I get up to the register and it's like, all right, $17.50. I'm like, what?
You were like, so you got 3 tacos.
But it's Tuesday.
Yeah, I was like, it's Tuesday. Look at me, I'm dressed in the taco suit. I'm in the taco suit. But it's like, again, like a taco. A taco's meant to be like fast. It's almost like fast food, but it's like it's more crafted. It's more like, all right, we cooked this for like 4 hours already. We marinated
The
it.
speed of it is part of the art.
Yeah, exactly. The speed of it is part of the art and also part of the process and like what makes it special too. And it's like once you get past like the fucking like $3 range, you're like, oh, bro, these better be the fucking. Most
It's like, hey, I can also take,
Yeah.
I can take
Ever.
45 minutes to cook a filet mignon and put it on a tortilla. But
Yeah.
that's not what a taco is.
It's more than that. It's like like everything has to blend well. Everything has to blend well.
It's carne asada or al pastor or,
Yeah.
or lengua or birria, depending on how exotic you are.
Yeah.
And then it's prepared in the time it takes to prepare, which is not that long.
Yeah.
And you throw it on a tortilla, and you hope that the person appreciates to you what you just made out of the time you used to make it with.
Yeah, because honestly though, the reason why the only reason why I started it was because there's a lot of taco spots that shouldn't be open. There's a lot of like mom and pop spots that like, oh my god, we put $20,000 into this, we're gonna go, baby, and then you're just like, whoa.
More than that, there's a lot of places that just pivoted to tacos.
Yeah.
After the pandemic,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like, shit, we can do this, right?
Yeah. Then you're like,
There's like 40 million Mexicans on this block. Let's
Yeah.
try to cater to them. That's
well, I
the
think
move.
LA they don't. Pasadena. I don't think Pasadena. I think LA they don't. You don't have to have the permit on the street anymore. But I think in Pasadena you do. That's why like one of them got like closed down or some shit like that.
That's the weird thing about LA County being a county is because LA itself is huge and expands a far mass of land in terms of miles. Then to say that LA County extends that land mass and also Long Beach as well as Pasadena as well as Calabasas in Malibu, insane.
Right. It's insane, yeah. So it's like I'm just trying to find the best tacos basically. So it's a good time and it's like I'm gonna start having guests on now. Like
you ever had to burn somebody on a podcast? You're like, oh, this tastes like shit. Hopefully not. You're probably not. You're probably picking good spots.
Nah, I mean honestly, I'm picking like just random spots. Like I'm picking spots I've already been to, but I'm also picking like spots that like people have talked about or people like DM me and they're like, all right, man, let me go.
Do you just always order okay? Of course I have to order asada.
That's my gauge of
Like,
if I want to.
do you always order the standards?
Well,
like
okay, so like, do you order chicken tacos?
Yeah.
Of course.
Ugh.
I do. Hey, I'm not gonna.
Of course,
I'm not-
my dude orders the chicken
course.
taco.
Hey, God
We're in the
bless you
circle
so
of trust,
much.
so I'm giving
Yeah,
you.
he's surrounded by 3 Mexicans.
Yes.
Fucking do, yeah. whatever
And you
want.
know what? I love them.
Yeah.
I fucking love them. But okay, so here's the thing, like.
I order pollo.
Yeah. So like, the thing is, I've never heard anybody say, "Man, you gotta go to that spot. They have the best chicken tacos." I've never heard that before. I've never heard that before. It's always like, oh, carne asada, al pastor, carnitas, or like lengua mucho. Like, that's what they always say. So like, I'll get chicken tacos because I want to see if it's good. But I think I'll always stick with like asada for sure because like that's just standard. But also if something has al pastor, I'll always get it.
You have to try al pastor.
Because like that's like the ultimate like. All right, if you get this shit down, like, cause it's a process.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's more Michelin. Like you're starting to put art in
like,
it.
Michelin, like, cause that's like a labor of love of like you gotta stack the meat, you gotta like all that shit.
As soon as I see the al pastor on a rotisserie, I know I'm in good hands.
Yeah. But you could be, but at the same
A
time,
little bit
you're
of
like,
pineapple on top too. Oh.
yeah. Exactly.
That's a slippery slope. Yeah,
It's a slippery slope.
They could be
Right.
faking the funk. They could be gentrifying the rotisserie.
I will admit that chicken tacos is a weird thing because like even like in school growing up, like we never had chicken tacos. It was always beef or something
But I
else
fuck
or
with chicken
pork
tacos, too.
or
To
it
be
was.
honest, I have a
It
specific
was
sauce
never
for 'em,
chicken.
too.
Chicken was never an option.
I like and honestly, I like chicken tacos when it's like, if there's like a taco man, I'm like, man, chicken taco. Like I love all tacos.
I need to know your hot sauce because when I have chicken tacos, I like yucateco.
Ha hot sauce. Let's plug that for a second.
I like.
Put it on the screen.
Yeah.
What do I like?
For me, yucateco, it has like a nice. It's not like a watery. It kind of has like a sludge to it. It's like a thick consistency. It's like a slow drip, and it comes out of like this bottle, and you can get it in red and green. The green one's the hottest one.
That was fire.
The
That
green one's
was fire.
that's my fire
like that
sauce.
Yeah.
Anytime I'm cooking, I put some yucateco on it. Oh my god.
High key, I'm not even gonna lie. Del Taco's Inferno sauce.
Yes!
Is fire, bro.
That's my
I
go-to.
love that shit. That shit
Whoa!
is like.
You
don't
should
know
have
why.
preceded that with hot take.
Hot take.
Literally.
I think that shit is. I don't know why that shit is so fire.
I
By the
put
way,
that in everything.
did you guys know that if you go to Del Taco and you say make it bold to anything,
I do that.
you can add fries. For 25 cents, they add fries and secret sauce.
It's 30 cents now,
Wow.
but yeah,
I know.
they put that white crema. They put the white secret sauce on it, and they put fries in whatever item.
I didn't know that.
I ordered my
Just say
go-to.
just say make it bold.
Oh, I've been broke for a long time, and basically like I order a bean and cheese burrito, which is like $1.20, and I get it. You just say make it bold, and they put the sour. It's not really sour cream. It's better than that. It's crema, and they put French fries in that burrito, and they still put the salsa, green or red sauce, whatever you like. So I get a green sauce, make it bold, for like $1.60. That's lunch right there.
Nice.
I like that. That's a cool way to just be like, hook me up.
It's basically like if you order a California burrito at any other spot.
That's true. If you go to like Alberto's or some shit like that.
Oh God, I hate Alberto's.
$7 or $8. It's like, ugh.
Oh,
Can't
fucking ugly shit
yeah.
for a California burrito. Alberto's.
So I want to say one more thing, and I'm sorry that I got to jet after. However,
I do want to acknowledge your Kill Tony episode at some point. Do I have time for that?
yeah, of course.
That's
But the thing I was gonna say is that you mentioned something about liking something out of the can. You know what I realized is that like Americans, especially, because my girlfriend's French, and
That's awesome.
Oh,
she does speak French.
Emily?
She's fluent French. She's fluent. Yeah, she's
That'd be
from
weird if
France.
she was French.
She's from France.
She's from France.
Yeah.
That's dope.
And
Cool.
and you know, I know a lot of people that you know, families from Mexico speak Spanish, and I just realized that like, and even like my immediate family is from Poland and Russia. So eating things out of a can is not a thing that they do.
Yeah.
Like if they have the availability to get fresh produce or fresh anything,
Of course.
they always
Yeah.
the can thing is like a war thing. Like if they absolutely
Right.
need something good for the
Especially
next
with
10
Poland
years.
and Russia,
Are we
dude.
feeding
Like,
the homeless over here?
Yeah,
dude.
but they would never. My grandmother would never buy anything in a can.
I agree because like it's such a last resort type
Yeah.
of thing. Like
kind of
I remember
triggers and
like my
memories.
mom would cook stuff, but it's like the only thing she would use stuff from cans would be like corn. Like
Yeah.
she would use corn or like green beans. 'cause
Something
she
that's
didn't
just
want-
not
it's-
seasonal.
but it wasn't-
Pozole mix.
Yeah, exactly. But when it came down to like the actual recipes, it was like, oh no, from scratch, we're doing it. It's gonna take long, but we don't care. It's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be delicious. Oh,
But like my girlfriend now, there's just the food is like a very sacred thing, as it should.
yeah,
It should
yeah,
be a very. You
It
should
should
be
It's-
taking it
it's
serious.
It's an event. It's
You
an
sh-
event.
Yeah, you shouldn't be fucking it up because you're lazy. And like
Yeah.
she's very like absolutely not. We're not buying this frozen. This certain things
she
can be
knows her
frozen.
cheese.
Certain oh she knows her
She knows the
cheese.
cheese, right?
I don't like her
Ah,
cheeses,
yeah.
but
God damn it.
you'll have to come over. You can eat cheese with her.
Okay, yeah, okay. that's
I'll
fine,
just
that's
sit in the side chair over there, just like you guys talk.
I had a
knows her
huge,
wine, too,
dude,
right?
I had
She
a
knows her
huge-
wine,
of course she
yeah.
does. Oh my god, dude! I had to have you on another episode then, because me and my roommate had a
She-
huge cheese and wine episode.
You know what it is with wine? She buys a lot of obviously like French wines,
Just
course.
Bordeaux's.
but yes, a lot of Bordeaux.
Ah,
And to
bacon,
be honest
bacon,
with you,
bacon, Jesus,
but
cheers,
to be
bacon.
honest with you, I wish I. But to be honest with you, a lot of them end up just being decent. Like even your cheap like Bordeaux wines or whatever,
Yeah.
not bad
Yeah.
for like reasonably priced.
My thing is, you don't have to go money. All you have to know is it has to age at least 4
Yes.
years. If
Wow.
it ages 4 years, that's the minimum. You're good.
See, I don't know.
See, I didn't know that.
You could buy a $9 wine if it was made in 2016 or 17. You're good.
I always.
Shit, okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
always-
very poor.
Like Wikipedia, what's the best
Grocery
wine?
outlet. Go to grocery outlet. You guys have a good
Grocery outlet's
2015.
really good.
for
I
$9.
always thought it was so there was a I did it at a mall one time in New York. It was like a little like wine class. It was like a half hour like free class or whatever. And they talked about how it's like seasonal, just like any other crop, it's seasonal. Some years are good or bad, and the same thing with grapes. Some years are very good or bad, and so that's why some years are more expensive. There'll be like a famous year from the 80s, and it's like, oh, you got to try this wine. This was one of their best
There's coconut.
crop years. Yeah, totally coconut. But I never really thought about it. Like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, it's a crop. Like, it's got to have its good years and bad years, just like anything else.
I just think it's wild that you can literally have something from like the 70s or 80s, and it's like
That makes no
it's-
sense.
Dude,
it
they
makes,
sell
and
that
it makes
liquid.
it better. And it,
Better,
like,
Yeah.
But I honestly
insane.
think
It's the opposite. Everybody, especially people.
I think that's bragging rights, though. I don't think I
Yeah.
can't imagine opening up a bottle of something from the 70s and be like, oh, like this is so much better than anything I can get at Trader Joe's. Like, I don't know. Like, then again, like I know there is a difference. I'm not gonna say there isn't, but I just can't imagine being like, oh, I'm so glad I spent $800 on this bottle
exactly,
because
This is
I-
way better than Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I had a
Yeah,
buddy.
yeah.
I used to work at a fancy Mexican restaurant. And they had like a really good wine list, and I was always like trying to figure out what the best wine was. And then like my coworker was like, "Oh, Francisco, the best wine is the one that you like." And I was like, "Oh, that's good." So
That's
he kept,
that-
so
yeah.
he kept it really simple. He was just like, "The best wine is the one that you like." So
Yes.
whatever you like, that's the best one. And I'm
Very
like,
true.
Oh, fuck, that's cool because it takes the pressure away from like having to like figure it out. You know,
Yeah.
type shit. So.
This way. That remote.
Oh,
Oh.
you were asking for a lighter.
Oh, no, that's it. But like,
Are Are you gonna play my Kill Tony?
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
pause
God.
it, and that way he's in reference to
Yes.
it.
All right, you can
I
play
think
it.
it's important because first of all, you did bomb. We'll
You
acknowledge
killed
that.
a guy named Tony.
Yeah, I bombed.
But also, you bombed in the.
Huh?
You were on Kill Tony?
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
on the
shit.
episode with UFC middleweight champion Michael Bisping.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You
I
ever
learned.
seen that?
I learned a lot from that. I learned a lot from that bombing.
Hey man, that's
As
part of
we
the
all-
process though, man.
Also, how do you? What person does well on Kill Tony but the greats?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute. First of all, stand-up comedy in itself is hard to do, and then second of all, you're on Kill
Do you
Tony,
want one
and
last hurrah before you.
I'll take one last hurrah.
also
Then I
you
do
had
have
to
to
go.
take off. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good. You had to go first.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll take it.
And you know what's? I think everybody gets this. You know, you do comedy for a little bit, you get a little confidence. You're like, oh, if I ever got the chance to be on Kill Tony,
Bro, I remember
I
like,
would
after
do
three
fine.
After 3 open mics, I was in my car and I said to myself, I'm a fucking good comic.
Yeah. And and you know what?
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I just chose the wrong jokes. They just weren't quick, right jokes
They need-
for
they
that.
need to be
I think your biggest mistake, and I told Bacon before this, that your biggest mistake was you ran to the stage, because that's a long
That's a
run.
bad mistake because
And
I
on
was out
top
of
of
breath.
that, you were tired. You were already sweating it out of breath, and then the natural like what you go through of comedy is like forgetting everything you're gonna say, and then just relying on your experience
Yeah.
at that point. You ran
And
up there,
and
and I was
also
like,
too-
oh,
I
I'm
love
tired.
Willem Montgomery, by the way. I'm looking at that name, and
And also too, you need to have like 10-second jokes.
Yeah.
For Kill Tony. Like,
I
that's
just-
that's
one-liners.
what's hard about it too, because you're like they gotta be quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you want to get them. You know.
You only
almost
have a
in sense.
minute. Fuck.
yeah, I just chose the wrong jokes. That's all I can say.
What's funny is when
I should have
When they
prepared.
said you should have opened with the other joke that you ended with, I was like, dude, that would have set up the vibe, everything. That would have crushed it.
And that's another. I think it's that one.
That's that one, huh?
And that's but that's another
Do you want to do
great.
me a solid and pause
That was
this
great
so I can play
feedback
this?
from
I
them.
can have the sound of the episode on the episode so you can see it.
Oh God.
We'll resume. But yeah, I mean, on the bright side, so we just watched your episode of Kill Tony that we had to be off the air for.
man. That's not.
That's not bad.
Michael Bisping compared you to his son. So he compared you to the son of a
I'll take that.
185-pound fighting champion. That's dope. And here's the thing, like, there's people that have gone on that show, and when you can tell they're banned from it. Like, they
Yeah.
spectacularly bombed. You just fumbled.
So yeah, it was just, you know what, it was bad jokes. Just wasn't prepared, and I thought they gave me good advice. I was like, dude, you should have started with that other joke, and that's good advice.
They
And,
got laughs.
but that was my
That's
main
crazy.
thing, was because like
Opening joke got laughs.
I really hadn't watched Kill Tony before, and I just started like going. I kind of knew what it was, and what I heard from what people told me is like don't fuck up the interview. You can fuck up your jokes or whatever, but don't try to like overstep them. And so that's why like you could tell I was like really quiet. I didn't want to like be the funny guy. Like let them make fun of me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm the punching bag. That's what happens when you do bad at the comedy store. And but even like at the end, he was just like, you know what, maybe you just showed wrong jokes. Sign up again. We'll see what happens. I was like, okay, you didn't tell me to quit. You didn't. I'll take that as a win.
Yeah.
So I definitely looked at the bright side of it. And I was like, all right, I'll take what I got.
Yeah. It's
Could've been worse. I
an
mean-
experience, man.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
worst case scenario I can picture is that's Michael Bisping, 185-pound champion in the UFC. So
Yeah.
he's basically the best in his weight class in the world.
Yeah.
He could have beat you up.
Yeah, he could have taken me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try to I'm not gonna fuck with him. I'm not gonna fuck with Luis Gomez.
And there's
Oh,
opportunity
yeah.
there too. When you're up
He's-
there, it's easy to just be like, "Hey, well, you look like." A lot of people try that. Like, you look like a.
Yeah, I'm no David Lucas, who is a genius. I'm not
Yeah.
about to, dude. Yeah, my thing was like I knew I bombed. I hated that I said I was out of breath. I remember even like upstage holding the mic, and I remember being like, I should never fucking said that. I'm sure everyone fucking says that, and like so stupid.
Do you use more curse words after that? 'Cause that's like the
No.
one thing that Michael. He's like, dude, I expected you just to.
I don't have a lot of curse words in my comedy
You're
because
pretty clean for the most part.
they never worked. I never.
It doesn't fit your persona.
Yeah, it never, and I can never get it to
I
sell.
heard like when it comes to talking to girls, you don't want to spit game. When you spit game, you don't want to cuss because it's like distracting and it kind of like it comes off harsh and aggressive, and it distracts from what you're trying to do, which is make them laugh.
Yeah,
He's like, why didn't you say fuck?
but
I sound like a fucking nerd, just like my son.
if you wanna see a beating, the guy later in the night after David Lucas, it was like his
Is he
third
the guy with
time.
AIDS?
No, he's not the guy with AIDS.
Okay, he went after you.
But he got called up. It was like his third or fourth time. He'd only been doing comedy like 3 months, and this kid was just not all there. Like, he should have never signed up for it in the first place. But he'd signed up and got called like 3 or 4 times, and Tony just fucking had it. And he was like, "All right, that was." He got to like 40-second mark or whatever with like no jokes, and they'd already gone through this with him before. And if you watch like at the end, Tony's like, "Just get the fuck out of here! Like I've had enough of you."
It's not even an interview.
It's
Yeah.
there's no interview, there's no talking. He pretty much told him, beforehand to never sign up again, and he signed up thinking, "Oh, I'll never get picked." And he got picked 4 times, and that kid, I remember when I was leaving, he ran out of the Comedy Store.
Oh,
And I never saw him ever again.
Oh man, I gotta get him on the podcast.
He's at the end of that, man. Look him up
He'll probably be down to do at least 4 episodes of it.
real quick.
Oh, where can people find you? By the way, where can the people find you? What's your socials and also let them know about your
Instagram,
comedy.
Kevin is a Wolf with 2 F's, and then Facebook, Kevin Wolf with 2 F's.
Also at Beer Me Comedy.
And at Beer Me Comedy. Hopefully that'll be starting up soon. We'll get some shows going.
Yeah, please don't do a Zoom Beer Me Comedy.
Yes. No, I don't think I'll do that.
I
appreciate
I
those,
love Brianna.
but
She's
nah,
a
it's
great
not the
person
same.
and also just a funny comic, but also it's rough.
Wow. It was rough in that, I'll tell you that.
Hey, no, but you did great on this podcast, and I'll tell you what, if you don't follow Calvin Wolf, then I don't like you.
I don't like you either, and I really enjoyed this.
I can tell by his comedy and how he did his podcast. He likes a lot of things, but he definitely will not like you because I don't like you. So.
We didn't even really have an introduction. It just started into we just need to hit play at this conversation that we're having about wrestling.
We were in like
We were
45
talking
minutes.
about
I said,
like
"Hey,
old
are we
school
live?"
wrestling from like the 90s, and we just had to run with it because
I just knew this conversation was gold, so I was like,
Yeah.
okay, even if it's 30 seconds.
On the
in,
bright
I'm
side,
just-
my fans know what they're signing up for, and they
Good.
just like to hear us talk, and they think we're cool. So.
good.
Hey, it works out, and luckily, I don't have to like report to our boss about this.
Real quick, can we fast forward to the end
Look
of
at
that?
David Lucas, dude. I want to hear this guy.
Oh, he's great. I almost. If they asked me, like,
He
is there
goes again,
anything
right?
else you
That's
want to
again,
say?
right?
I was going to mention David Lucas because I really liked him.
So let me know when I get to his shirt.
How many people do they pick?
I don't know, like 10.
Probably like an hour and 54 minutes worth, I'd say.
It's a lot.
Fuck.
And they all do 1 minute.
What? Then that 10. That.
But you know what's funny?
Yeah, plus the
Even
interviews,
though,
plus
like,
the interviews.
even though I could have better prepared for that set, even if that set
That's
had
not him,
gone
is it?
great,
No.
I don't know what I would have done the next time I got called, if I ever did get called. So it's like,
Do you think they'd remember
I'm
if we
really
did the
not-
same set?
no, I don't think they would remember. But I don't think I'm ready or prepared for if the best case scenario for anything to happen with that. So I kind of
Do you
just
have
stopped
a
going.
preference for time length? Because I feel like 20 minutes is the best. If you get 20. Either 5, 10 I don't like, 15 I don't
For
like.
how much do I enjoy doing?
When you're on stage, yeah. Like you got like everyone has like a hot 15, a hot 10.
Before I
Like
ended,
20.
it was like between it was like 15 minutes. It was like because I was running the light at the rec room for my own shows. That was the only reason I was doing like 13,
Is he a black
15
guy?
on accidents. I would say yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, that's not him. That's David. But it's the guy after him.
You want to go after David?
Yeah.
Let's see. So keep going. Tell me.
David obviously crushed it, and I really like him.
Oh, I know that guy.
He had his own video.
He does Instagram reels.
Yeah, he's great.
So where's the guy?
And you can just tell, like, the
He's
amount
looking
of
at the
confidence you
judges.
have to go up there and roast everybody on there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like
Who's this guy?
yeah.
Oh, that's Mortimer. Yeah, if you call him over, you call him by his name. He
Is it
responds to
him?
his name.
What's his name?
Press play.
Mortimer.
Mortimer.
It's him.
Oh,
Rewind
you
it
can
a little
tell.
bit. This guy got look at fucking everyone's just
They're upset.
yeah, and then I gotta run.
Okay, I'll pause this part, and that way we can like experience this, and then I'll let you go after this part.
Sure.
It's hard to make fun of the judges while you're up there, right?
Oh my
I
god,
imagine just
they're
being like,
they're the best of the best. They're at the comedy store.
It's like fuck.
But that's why, like, I've seen people go up there and defend their jokes or defend, and it's just like,
Yeah,
just let them be
just-
them,
just
man.
Digging deeper.
I click pause, right?
Let me see. Is it recording? No, you're good.
It still is recording.
Yeah, you're good. Then.
Sort of. Should I hit pause to make it not record?
Are you not trying to record this?
Nah, because I can't play this audio on there.
Just press the space bar. Hey man.
All right, later, man.
Thank you very much.
Of course, brother.
Thank you for coming through that.
Thank you.
Dude, nice
Kevin Wolf, everybody.
Good seeing you.
Good seeing you, man. I'll see you around, bro.
Yes, I will be around. I can't wait to listen to that.
Cool Brothers,
podcast.
episode
That's
11.
exciting.
We'll put this out pretty soon. Thank you guys. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.